Thanks for joining us. I'm Nari McDiarmid for Mining Journal and miningnews.net, and today I'm speaking with Dr Andrew Stewart, the Vice President Exploration of Xanadu Mines, which is advancing its 1.1 billion tonne copper gold resource, Kharmagtai, in Mongolia, in partnership with Zijin Mining. But Andrew, we're here today to talk about a system that you're finding useful there, and that's Geotek's BoxScan system. So for people who don't know much about this, can you just describe what this system does in a nutshell?
Yeah, sure, Nari. BoxScan is a high resolution, ultra accurate data collection tool that we use in geology. And if you look at drill core, normally we use geologists to collect the data, and we still do that. But the machines turn out to be more consistent in that data collection process than people. So BoxScan is incredibly important to collect detailed data sets, and that frees up our geologists to actually do geology. A geologist has spent many years at university, and we don't need them standing over a core tray 12 hours a day, counting veins, counting fractures, and looking at things like that in rocks. We want geologists focused on the interpretation of the data. So, at our project in Kharmagtai, we take the drill core directly from the drill rig, run it through the BoxScan, and that allows us to collect ultra high resolution imagery, laser scanning data, mag-sus data, and shortwave infrared data. Then we look at these data sets and we take these enormous data sets, we plug them into a series of purpose-built machine learning algorithms to provide real-time, high accurate, highly consistent data sets that then allows us geologists to interpret them and pull them into our exploration models, our resource models. And what we like to talk about is deposit models. So bringing all that data into one geomet or one deposit knowledge model.
Well, Andrew, you've outlined how it's helping with, sussing out the drill core and what it can tell you. Is there any way that the system can help in terms of further down the track and streamlining actual mining studies as well?
Yeah, sure. We have two BoxScans running at the moment on the project, and we've had them running for the last 2 years. And our objective is to scan every metre of our drill core from our 6 porphyry deposits that we have at Kharmagtai. And that allows us to build a very accurate, three-dimensional geological, metallurgical, geotechnical model for inputs into the pre-feasibility study we currently have underway at Kharmagtai.
So, Andrew, how's BoxScan specifically helped you at Kharmagtai?
There's 3 principal ways the BoxScan is helping us with our PFS study at Kharmagtai. The first is simplifying the data collection process. We don't need one person taking mag-sus measurements, one person performing SWIR measurements, and 2 people taking photographs. BoxScan does this all for us. And this also means that we're not moving core around. It's saving time, but more importantly, core is heavy, and it's saving, it's a health and safety for our people and putting our people in a much safer work environment. The second thing is it gives us constant data and consistent data, I should say. Each geologist sees things differently in drill core, and inputs on different geological features are a result of that. So you have one geologist logging, you get inconsistent data. Also, people are not robots. They have bad days, they get distracted, and this leads to inconsistencies in the data sets. BoxScan's major benefit is the consistent way it collects the data, same time, every time. And that's very important when you're putting this together into a geological model. The third way the machine learning opportunities from the raw data are, helping this project. We're able to measure sulfides in the rocks that can tell us whether it's a vein, whether it's fine-grained disseminated sulfide. It counts the veins for us, and we work in a porphyry environment, and I won't get into the details, but we're able to classify the different types of porphyry veins. And this is an amazing data set that geologists can use to map the alteration zones. It allows us to put together a total ore deposit knowledge model for not only geologists to use, but engineers and everyone in the future.
Well, speaking of the future, Andrew, and once Kharmagtai is up and running as a mine, is there any way you can foresee that the BoxScan system could help then?
Yeah, look, it's in the past we've often had projects where we come in, we do the exploration, and then we hand off through the study phases, and we continue to drill holes. We drill holes for exploration. We go back and we drill more holes for engineering, geotech, metallurgy. This is all about drilling an ore deposit once and drilling it from the start. And frankly, if you're drilling on a project, exploration, study, or mining, and you're not using this tech, you're allowing for more randomness in your geological models. Having these data sets from exploration through to mine closure will save the company tens of millions of dollars in the long run, and limit the human error related mistakes. Some of these, in the past I've seen project killers or even company killers. So, it's about minimizing your risks as you take a project through the exploration, through the study phases and into mining. So a very important tool. And, when we look at a project in these early stages, the data is the most important part. So having consistent, good, high resolution data is critical to a project success.
Well, Andrew, thank you very much for taking the time to have a chat today.
Thank you.